up like, okay, so if we grip a guy, we roar the next guy. If you steal my fissure, we then have roar and, you know, like there's too many spells now. Like it becomes a good Rubik game, but then there's like too much kind of chaos and stuff in the fight to make it, you know, a great one.
But the game plan is going to be kill the Rubik, kill the Oracle. Like, doesn't matter what supports or cores you pick up. Centaur makes sense here. You consider that you just need something to frontline, and it's quite good against the Beast. He'll probably end up going for some kind of Crimson card. Just, you know, survive. I always like seeing Beastmaster in drafts. I think it's still underpicked just because of the natural damage amp. We've talked about this a lot. What Liquid and Secret really ensure they do is that they have cores that just, I don't want to call them like support cores, but they have some method of increasing, of damage amplification.
Yeah.
So that your last pick, as Secret will have overall 22 pick here, can be anything. And it's going to have just natural steroids to shoot up. What's up?
I was just thinking of like Monkey King for Secret. It's just like, you don't, again, it's one of those things where Oracle in the lane, but it's going to be Monkey away from that lane anyway. Yeah. You've already shown Rubik's your 4. Of course, they can swap at the laning phase. And then this is why I think Secret has played so many games on second pick. It's because they have this, like, they'll pick the flex hero, but they don't always go, okay, we have to put it this role. They've already decided it's going to be the carry, or like they're not actually really flexing it. Because if you look at like the ways that they've played heroes before, like, they pick Ember as like a flex hero, but does Matu play it?
Could
really.
You could also just Void Spirit or Lone Druid here.
Troll. Okay.
I like that more. And just, you look at this, and it doesn't matter what you draft, right? It's Beastmaster Troll. This hits a timing. This can do Roche. This kills towers. This is your late game. And it's a pattern you'll see in a lot of Secret lineups where you can kind of pick whatever you want. Get your good matchups. We really don't care. We'll always have tools to win the game. Bat Rider isn't really pickable anymore. You already have the Centaur.
I think it's also
Razor,
a block pick,
perhaps.
Right? Yeah, I think it's also a really good block pick though. Like even when you think about the counters, I think let's look more why Secret's actually picked it. It's more it's a good lane, but it's the fact that you have Epileptic Kid. He's played like 6 games of Troll, pretty much doing solid work in all of those games.
It's against Beastmaster. You have an Oracle.
Against Beastmaster, physical damage, and you have the Oracle. So right now for Secret, it's not like there's a reason for it other than, all right, we just can't give it to them. And then moving back onto the point Kyle mentioned, it's now, okay, so what are the rebuttals? Again, Razor being the obvious one. FN's played it multiple times, like 5 games he's played it now. There we go, there's the Razor. So it's kind of one of those things where I think Secret knew they had, like, it's like, what's worse? But give them the Troll, or let them have a Razor.
You've got to ban Quap now.
You
have to.
Have to.
And I still just feel like the thing is, it's Secret that's forcing the response. It's not VP.Prodigy coming into this game planning on picking a Razor. It's, oh, they have Troll. Let's get the Razor now. And that's, I think, a benefit to the way Secret draft and set up these lineups, is that you are forced to address their win condition. They're not scrambling. So now you can just grab Nisha. Again, this could be a Nisha Troll for all we know. They're still very open on this. And just pick something that lanes up very nicely against the Razor mid. Again, Quap makes the most sense. You could see Lina being a possibility, but I'm not a huge fan of the hero in the current meta.
Especially against with the Centaur as well.
Yeah, it's just too weak against these like more tanky heroes. You don't do enough DPS. You're just squishy as hell too. It's just a rough hero to play.
I love this DK ban from Secret, because I think for them it's just like, go on, ban the Quap, please. Please ban it.
Yeah.
I feel like this is one of those moments where I think they already have a plan for a different hero, and it's one of them that they're offering it up just to force it.
It's a decent Quap or puck game as well. If you ever get an Ags, you just shut down Razor Centaur, 8 seconds coiled through BKBs. Just laugh at them. But it does put them pretty all in on the Troll, as expected. Quap banned. But again, Secret know you're banning Quap. So I don't know what they'll pick. It could be a Kunkka, it could be Monkey still, but you know that they were ready for this.
Is this where Prodigy just goes for the Monkey, just so they have the whole, we can double flex our way to your last pick and we can go over? But then it's still the fact now you only have physical damage against the Troll, Beast, like you're already putting yourself in an awkward position.
And this is the problem I have with this lineup right now. There's no natural amplification. So you've got save, but the damage output is based around this Link. And Link can be countered by something as simple as a Force Staff away. Centaur is going to really not deal too much damage. So you need this last pick to just kind of be your win condition, but you're not helping it achieve that. That's the concern I have.
I'm looking at the heroes that he's played in this tournament, and none of them actually look good here.
I think it did DPL, but into an Earthshaker, into a Troll, like...
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm looking at his list, and it's like, oh, PL's there, Weaver, no, Slark, no. Like, the PL, it's nice in theory, it gives you that play, but it's still the fact that you're putting yourself in a position of playing slow against Secret.
And you wish you had something to help him, like have a coddle, have your own Beastmaster, a Darkseer, something that this PL can be activated by. But none of your cores really like being with the Oracle, like the Necro even from VP in the previous game.
So, I want to see like a Puck or a Storm for Secret right now. Just one hero that can play off the vision of the Beastmaster, jump this Oracle, kill the Oracle, and then pretty much the fight is just theirs to play off of Troll.
That is so sick. I did not expect to see this hero. It's been something that people have been playing in pubs. There was always a possibility. And you get an Axe, and you laser an illusion, and all the illusions die, and it hits real PL as well. You have Beastmaster. We talked about this. Like, this Secret lineup naturally has these complements. Beastmaster provides the vision tools and the creeps for Tinker to teleport to, while also amplifying the damage output of his Troll.
Is this the first Tinker pick we've seen?
No, we've seen it on Nip have a Bounty Hunter Tinker strat before.
And this is something else Puppy's used all the way since the Shanghai Major with heroes like Bane, like Lion. If you have global potential with a hero that provides this like crazy amount of lockdown, Puppy can just go play in the trees somewhere. If he lands asleep with grip available, that hero's dead. Doesn't matter who it is. They are dead. Tinker gets there in plenty of time.
But the important thing is, though, it's the fact that you have no rotation potential on VP. They're locked into their side lanes. The Tinker will have a free time, and you know these side lanes will be strong. So even if you shut down the Tinker, you suddenly now got this Beastmaster and Troll just popping off, and then Tinker, it's going to be impossible to end the game. So Secret has won this game. Beautiful draft. Great job. Thank you, Kyle.
Kyle's agreeing with T. You feeling okay?
That's how you know it's a good draft.
Come on, man.
I'm just kidding. You're doing a great job, T.
Thanks, Kyle. You're doing a great job,
notes. Well done.
Thanks, Kyle.
Better job by Secret because, you know, still anybody's game. You can lose. It's a PL. He can get out of control. But it's Secret's game to win. And let me rephrase. Secret's game to lose. Prodigy's going to have to make some plays. They're going to need BKB timings galore, and they've got to kill this Tinker at least 4 or 5 times to win this game.
All right, well, the game's already been started, so we're going to leave it here for the panel. We're going to get straight into the game. Lyrical and Trent, are you ready, and what do you make of this madness? Is it easy for Secret?
I mean, I don't know if it's going to be easy for Secret. It's awesome to see Tinker again. Hopefully he loses so people don't start picking it. But man, Trent, I think both of us were super excited to see this. How are you feeling about the Tinker, man?
Well, you know, there's excitement and there's surprise. It's Tinker. It's like you said, I hope that he doesn't become too popular. Tinker is he's a small doses kind of guy. I don't want to hang out with him all the time. I don't think I'd want to be quarantined with Tinker.
He's like
every
Kyle.
once in a while, I can hang out. It's fine.
He's like Kyle, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm good at what you're saying there. You love him when you see him, but then after about a couple weeks, you got to be like, okay, let's take a break for a second. You know, your references. But anyways, Epileptic Kid down here on the Phantom Lancer. That's the one to me that feels like he's going to need to be that like strong stalwart force, keeping back and setting the tempo. And I'm just not sure if he's going to come online quickly enough.
I mean, this was one of his like big heroes where he first started popping off too, though. Like when he was like standing in for some of the teams and just showing up, and you're like, okay, this guy's very good. So if there's any hero that he knows like inside and out, I feel like it's probably the PL. But I do want to compliment this Team Secret draft though, because I think this is one of those things that comes into play from like the long-standing experience where like sometimes having played Dota for so long can almost be like annoying because like you get legitimately confused in terms of patches and mechanics because so many things are like flip-flop back and forth over time. But you do have the benefit of the experience of like these classic Tinker lineups. And this is like when Tinker was in his heyday, this is like the most classic Tinker lineup ever. You have the Hawks to TP to, right? Your Boots of Travel, you start zapping people. You have supports that have really long control elements so that you have time to Boots of Travel in on a creep wave and then initiate based off of their initiation anywhere on the map. In the Earthshaker and the Bane, it's pretty nasty.
And to me, the other thing about it that feels just like it's another good reason why it's a Tinker game is there isn't that hero to really find it, you know? You're going to need to pick up like Shiva's guards or stuff like that to get the extra vision. It's potentially going to be tough. Yeah, you've got little things like Doppelganger being able to scout out inside the trees once the PL gets those levels up in it and things like that. But it's not that Storm. It's not the Zeus, Spectre, like that hero that can just spot where he's at and then try and hunt him afterwards.
Yeah, an actual counter pick is always nice versus these Tinker players. But I do like what you said about the Razor though, with like the Shiva's guy. Like Yule Shiva's probably gonna be pretty important in this game for FN. And I'm sure there'll be a little bit of pressure there as well onto DM to try and find that pick off on Nisha.
Yeah.
Benefits, though, I mean, we've talked like all about Secrets Draft being like this incredible thing that's like GG. They do have heroes that can invade like relatively early. I think like Razor was one of those heroes that we saw a lot in like the giant stacking metas where teams would kind of invade into the enemy jungle and fight around stacks and stuff around level 6. He's not quite as good at it now because like the way they've reworked Storm Surge and everything, but maybe we're gonna have to see VP.Prodigy try and like use that aggressive vision to get in there and bust up Nisha early.
Yeah, they're going to need to, because otherwise it's going to be really, really hard to play this game if the Tinker does manage to get super duper farmed. Puppy here just going to be blocking out that pull camp as well after contesting for the initial ones. And Zai is getting a little bit aggro down here on the bottom lane. It feels like he's going to be able to kind of sustain being a bully pretty consistently on this Beastmaster with Puppy in tow.
Yeah, Puppy's there to help out in case things go like awry at all, and then he still has the Orb of Venom and the Ring of Protection too, so he's trading really well with someone like this Oracle, especially when Oracle's only like level 2. Doesn't really get that scary till level 3. Mid lane, we only have 1 point in the laser, and already has 2 in the marches, but FN's still hurting. Has a salve though, so at least that means that he's probably aware that Nisha's not saving points for the rockets. That kind of used to be like a little bit of thing with Tinker where like they weren't sure if they were going to go for the march or whatever in case they could try and go for a solo kill.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. I guess that could be partially because FN has less avenues to try and spam out the wave. Actually going for a it was a 2-1-0 build, but now it's going 2 points up in the static link. And just to make sure that FN can't get that link on him continuously and dive in.
Yeah, the march is great for that. Because if you think about like the rockets are just a one hit and then it's like, okay, this is over. I can still chase him down with my link, but when you throw down the robots like that, that's a continuous, like if you're going to keep chasing me, you're going to be taking a ton of damage from my March of the Machines. So it works out. If it can defend you and let you farm faster, that's going to be the optimal build for a Tinker players. Epileptic Kick gets forced all the way back. They have 1 salve left there on Ein and 3 tangos too. So they're going to salvo Epileptic Kick. Puppy's looking for him. You really wanted to cancel that.
Such luck, and Zai gets another deny here. 17-4 right now, having a really good time on this Beastmaster. Should be off to a hot start. We'll see what VPP can kind of do to deal with this. Already surging Beastmaster a little bit. Puppy's going to head over towards mid, it looks like.
4 minutes, checking the runes.
And it's an invis up top. So no luck there for the Puppy guy. And instead, it's going to be Nisha that should get the Invis rune, although it doesn't really have bottle yet. So, yeah, it's going to be fine here. Just clarity's up, takes it, it's off on his merry way.
I have not talked about top at all, but that's because nothing's really been happening. DM just like slowly pushing in the creep wave and farming. Map1 trying to hold it back and keep it as close to his tower as he can. And nice little tip over to save as he does get the pull off. Oh, and that's a lot of regen coming down bottom. Nice play there from Puppy.
Almost got a second one too. Oracle had to run his courier back. Puppy's still chasing. You're not going to catch that guy, buddy. So he decides to return back the other direction again. And yeah, so far, in spite of the Tinker being able to keep the Razor off of him, the CS score is pretty heavily into the favor of FN right now. 24-13 above the Tinker, who is not really increased the CS that much at all. 16-3.
Yeah, the March is good, but he doesn't really have the best mana sustainer now to like constantly spam it every single time the link's out. I mean, the link is 65 mana, the March is 150, so it's not going to go that well for him over time if he doesn't purchase up like a super early like Soul Ring or something. And he's working on it now. It's hard to like get those last hits with the March when you have such high damage on the enemy hero. Like it's so easy for FN to get those denies.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you can see Nisha picks up the bottle. He stacked up that medium camp one time. Probably is going to try and lay down a March of the Machines here that, well, I don't know. Maybe he just needs to wait on it. He's going to fill up his bottle off the bounty rune instead. So we'll watch those stacks and how it goes. But so far, it feels like VPP have kind of come up with a decent answer in the laning stage there.
That's coming in. He's like, are you stacking? What's going on? Huh?
Yeah, that's big. Look, he's going to come take this. This is great.
Yeah, this is what Razors used to do all the time. But again, it used to be so much better when it was like the passive damage on the passive.
Right.
Not the ulti.
Well, does just use the ulti as well as one more of the plasma fields to clear that one out. Nisha's going to have to back out and find somewhere else to farm up. His top lane save. Going to get caught by the fissure and Enchant Totem. A couple more punches. First blood goes down bottom though. where Zai dies before they manage to take save, and now a second one as Ina's also
They're on DM up top too at the same time.
He's going down again. So 4 kills hypothetically across the 2 lanes, but Double-Man barely able to get out of that one himself as he's taking a lot of damage.
Now, that's kind of rough because we're talking about how you want to be bringing these heroes towards the mid lane too to help out versus Nisha. And like, sure, it's been going really well for FN so far, and now he has the ulti, so he's got that passive damage going, which is going to let him invade a little bit better and also just like keep shoving out this wave and play forward. But he still wants some friends because you can't just like go up there completely alone right now. And if you're losing those side lanes, they're going to be less inclined to actually come mid and assist you, and they're also just going to be less powerful allies to have at the same time. So I'm FN, I'm just like, all right, guys, I need you to figure out these side lanes here.
Right? Yeah, be a little bit better. Just make it happen, guys. Come on now. I mean, at the same time, you still have Epileptic Kid that's up at the top of the net worth, but like you said, he's not going to be that one that rotates in. It needs to be other people instead. And Nisha, after spamming out the marches, he did build up a double stack over there on the medium and hard camp back in his own jungle. So could go and clear those ones out if he wants to. It looks like that's going to be his idea.
Yeah, FN's pinging it too because he knows he's over there because he warded when he went over onto the eastern part, so they're bringing the room. This is perfect. This is exactly what you have to do. FN is drawing the line, making the plays. Even if he doesn't get here in time for this, he's at least getting the XP. Who cares if DM dies? He's alone versus 2 heroes. No one cares. This is what matters, guys. This is the Tinker. This is the win condition.
Dude, they're doing it. This is amazing stuff from VPP. You talked about like the sort of strength and ability to know this combo and Puppy playing with a ton of experience, but FN's been around before. He's played against a lot of these Tinkers. He knows what he needs to do.
Yeah, I do. Man, I actually think Razor's like one of the best heroes for this. So it's kind of funny that like the Tinker gets counterpicked into that, but even though Razor doesn't do that much versus Tinker for like the whole game, when he's trying to do these stacks and these early invasions, there's not a lot of heroes better than Razor. I feel at least.
Wow.
I mean, other than like
stuff.
Monkey or something, I guess.
Yeah, but who plays that hero? Nobody.
Yeah, I mean, we don't see him like every second game or something.
All right, DM heads up top again, just so it comes some more XP away from a Tumble-Man. Yeah, a little bit of a reset of the game, but so far, definitely not the way that Secret wanted this early going to go. But you're waiting for that later stage. Once you start to get your levels up on the Tinker, obviously boots of travel and everything else, and that's when he really starts to come into his own. But VPP, what's going to be their goal besides just invading the jungle? Like, are you trying to set an early timing of taking towers around ultis? What do you think they're looking to do?
I think they just want to help out DM for a little bit. I think he needs to like get off the ground so that, because like the better the Centaur is right now, the easier Epileptic Kid's life's going to be. Because if he can just like make space across the whole map as a Centaur Warrunner and Razor combo, that's going to give the entire bottom half over to Epic Kid on the PL. So I think just ensure that DM's not like totally shut down. In fact, he's even going to get the mid lane right now as they're chasing Nisha once again. They do have this observer ward up on the high ground spotting FN's movement, so there is potential for a counterplay, but FN also knows the Yaps was there as he just watched them steal that outpost back. So they're controlling both right now. VP.Prodigy maybe going to try and make a decision here. They're going for the top one. They're going to rotate in Puppy as well. They want to defend this top outpost.
Yeah, and they have only DM to come and take it now. So one Nightmare stops that pressure entirely. And I mean, with Earthshaker nearby, they're not going to be able to get it afterwards either. So both outposts going the way of Secret. Nice reaction there by them as they took advantage of that timing. And Puppy with a haste rune. Nice. Run on in there, snatch it away. You like to see it.
Yeah, we also had the PL and the Tinker battling out of the bottom one, waiting to see what was going to spawn too. And now they're going to hold that other rune there for Nisha. So he can farm all this up, use his bottle, go down, snag the other bounty. And they're going to start pressuring in that bottom lane with the Beastmaster like he likes to do. But the counter pressure is also happening up top with the Catapult Wave. This VP.Prodigy will start migrating to the northern part of the map here.
Yo, what if freaking let you rearm Trusty Shovel? Could you imagine?
Yeah, support Tinker would definitely be a thing. But what if you didn't get the shovel? That would
be the worst.
Game over.
All right, FN Spots out Yapzor right in the mid lane, but immediately Puppey, Nisha, and Zai all show up together. Oracle nearby, able to steal the roar though. Now the turnaround could come as the Stampede's already been used, looking for an opening with the false promise out. They find it onto the Troll Warlord, trying to control him. Hook Stomp is there. It's a lot of damage out on Matumbo Man, but he gets the ulti off in time. It's still going to be the death of Matumbo Man, but it comes a little bit later, and that might buy enough space for the rest of his team to get out of there.
Yeah, it saves Zai's life at least. Ensuring that they didn't get the full chain stun down. Excellent steal there from Save. And so that's going to be a really good smoke opportunity when that refreshes back up for him.
Big stuff. Still, though, a 2,000 gold lead for Secret, even after losing Troll. And I guess that's just more efficient use of the map, making sure that they clear through these camps continuously. As much as we were praising the ability of VPP to break down that initial farming from Nisha, they haven't been able to do it again since then.
I mean, it kind of reminds you of the Alchemist problem, right? Where everyone's just like, oh my god, why don't you just gank his jungle? The game's so easy.
Right.
Like, just go kill him. And then you play these games where you feel like you kill the Alch like 4 times and you zone him out of his jungle and still he just has like a 13-minute radius instead of an 11-minute one. And you're like, oh, thank goodness. But yeah, it is tough. I think like controlling that top outpost would have been maybe a way for them to try and counter that a bit more. But at the same time, they just like migrated south, and then they're also fighting versus these Hawks and Boars and just a lot of early game units here that are very strong for Team Secret in contesting this jungle space.
Yeah. It's really nice. I think that's sort of the game plan. But a smoke up here comes, and Save does have roar. Matumbo Man yet again found. Is it in range? Gonna find that roar. Long duration disable and a death. Beautifully played by VPP.
Yeah, kind of locking Nisha to just that top half. I mean, all of his stacks are just so good, though. Like, even though he's been pretty well confined over the past little bit to just here, with the constant stacking and everything, it doesn't really feel like it's slowing him down. No. There are 2 rating cores ahead of him, though. And they were able to do that play with just 3 heroes. So you had a couple guys just, like, smoking to the side, or rather farming on the sides while you smoke.
What's interesting is we're going to see Secret try and pressure this tier 1 tower mid lane. It's really hard to stop this by Virtus.pro. But the other thing is that, like, with all the... Oh, God. Puppey, able to find DM. Save their second, though. They're bringing in the Yapzor, bringing in the Tinker as well. Ines to get the hell out of there. He will get caught for a second, but is able to walk away. Man, I got to hold my thought. Like, action just keeps on going, it feels like, in these games. But what I was going to say is that it feels like with all the nerfs to boots to travel recently, Tinker's like the one hero that kind of remains removed from those nerfs. The fact that like he can actually be all over the map now.
Yeah, for the most part, it's not too bad for him. Because, I mean, we had a little bit of, like, way too many TPing heroes. Like, the old bots were completely busted. Like, boots of traveling and then TPing as well. And now they're coming back again. They still have that same Hawk behind the tower that's allowing these big missiles to come out on these fireback supports, just like Ain's being hit with it right now. And unfortunately, I think they're out of sentries. And this is, again, another reason why this Beastmaster combo is so good with the Tinker.
You can't even get in a position where you would want to try and contest. So they take the mid-tier 1 tower. That is the second tier 1 tower taken by Secret now at 14 minutes. As they're keeping the pressure on.
This Tinker lineup is so good. Like, I love these games where you have the Bane and the Shaker. I just think they're like such fantastic heroes with Tinker. And like the Beastmaster, again, same reasoning with the Hawks and everything. But another thing they do is that they facilitate early towers, and then that early tower gold going into your supports is just so good. I mean, Secret are kind of an exception because they're also just really good at getting Yapzor gold anyway. But some teams that struggle to like really designate enough space for their position 4 players, they kind of rely on tower gold a lot, right? So that can be difficult when you're trying to like play defensive and hold this area of the jungle for your Tinker. But when you have these good pushing heroes kind of move in like that and apply pressure with the Tinker, it can really help out your supports with that tower gold.
Well, they are definitely getting enabled. Maybe less so than they would have, I think, in some other games because the Tinker's just soaking up every lane's farm. So Yapzor is only halfway to his Blink Dagger. Whereas I feel like sometimes this guy just gets it at like 12 minutes because he's a monster. As over to the side, Puppey puts Save to sleep for a moment.
Just got Fiends.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Puppey had gas, I think, I guess.
Well, that's interesting. I wonder if
what
he
were you
knows
doing the
that
last 2 minutes, Puppey? That's a 2-minute cooldown.
That's insane. DM finds it a little funny too. Well, I don't know that. So I wonder if they even know that he got that though, because Puppy was running away when it happened. He might not have realized.
I think he nightmared him, and he would have clicked him, so he would have seen
Okay,
him.
all right.
I'm pretty sure. I hope so. Oh yeah, they had a ward up top, so they definitely know.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a pretty brutal steal. He's another smoke ready, and you know he's excited. In fact, he's correctly predicting. That's Epikid actually saying that, I think they're coming right here. So if you guys want to fight, that's where you should go. I'm going up here.
Right.
As DM draws a nice little safety zone for their PL on the minimap.
Well, it looks like they're actually not deciding to smoke up yet. FN needs to push this wave one more time. Maybe they're saying that they want to fight up in that side of the map.
Yeah, looks like
There's a TP over. Nisha. Ooh. Careful, careful.
Well, I mean, he can just PvP.
I guess that's fair. That's a good point.
He's not really scared. Unless the centaurs get him.
Yeah. I'll tell you. That's how you get the kill.
Yeah.
Well, Secret back behind the tower here. DM trying to hold on to it for the moment. Still a little bit of, feels like a ceasefire between these two teams while everybody just farms up into that next set of items. But you'd think that they'd want to make use of this Fiend's Grip in the near future here by the Rubik. They going in on him? Okay, Nightmare. Puppy has Fiend's Grip. They use Roar first. Control is out. And Ein has the false promise that keeps him alive. Immediately, they back out of there.
That was smart by Puppy. Just like not bothering with the Fiend's Grip because he doesn't know the positioning of the Oracle. So they didn't have like a really deep hawk behind the tower or anything. So you don't want to waste Fiend's Grip and just see him get saved right instantly.
Claw picked up for Beastmaster. Might pass that one over to the Troll pretty soon here because he currently does not have a neutral item.
Now here's the smoke in the mid lane. Ready with the grip.
Who do they find? They don't have great vision right now. And you can see, it feels like Secret know that this is coming. They're saying way far back.
There wasn't a hawk here, and it kind of saw a lot of that movement through, so...
Oh, Matumba?
Yeah, they're scanned right on top of them.
Wow.
They know.
All right, heads up play there. And with that, they're going to just try and pressure mid, it looks like.
Oh, Matsu gets ninjas. There is a sentry down in the mid, though, so if he tries anything too crazy...
Grip onto Oracle. They got him caught. Control is there, and the damage coming from Tinker is more than enough. They lose Ein.
6 seconds is a lot of time for Tinker. Does not matter how far away he is.
Right.
That is going to be a lot of damage to help out.
Interesting. PL picks up another shawl now. So that's a super value item against Tinker. Against this whole team, kind of.
Yeah, Nisha's going for it very early. I was kind of wondering, like, do you even need anything else before the eggs? I couldn't think of anything, so I'm fine with this right away. It's just like such a good counter to the Phantom Lancer. If you guys haven't seen that one in a while, it's one of the items that's double. As well, we'll save that for after because they're going to use the diffusal onto Zai, and that's a quick pick.
Yeah, Foot Stomp to turn it though, but he will eventually go down nonetheless.
But yeah, it affects both your missiles as well as your lasers, so it's pretty sweet. It gives you the more missiles up to 4 when you have the scepter, and then your laser also bounces. So it refracts between all visible enemy heroes within the range of what is the scepter range? Refract radius of 400. It can just keep chaining.
Yeah. Which is, for anybody out there, roughly the size of a black hole, the radius of a black hole. So it's pretty big area. DM moves in. Gonna tank through this tower for a little bit with the heals coming in from Oracle afterwards. He should be able to take this one down without too much trouble. As
they have Roar here, but Save's also here.
I mean,
this is no, he got Hawk off.
Okay, good reaction. Zai covering his abilities. And FN still taking a lot of damage. Underneath this ward, this is going to be continued rockets for a while. FN's in a ton of trouble. Keeping that vision, trying to bring it down. Epileptic Kid, they get stunned actually by the land from telekinesis. They will eventually bring down DM, but this slow and steady burn down from Nisha destroys them. Epileptic Kid is dead now.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see how much damage Nisha did here.
This is insane.
They're just under a ward, and the Hawk's flying there too. Oh, let's see, 3,363. Look Like his level compared to everyone else is just so easy for the Tinker.
He did more damage than the entire Radiant team. Like, and I think that this is that feeling that you almost forget when you haven't played against Tinker in a while, like how brutal it can be with a full mana pool and a Kaya on Tinker.
Oh, and this is why you need those game counters for the Tinker. Not just like the lane, not just like the early game. As cool as the Razor Invasion stuff is, it's so hard to like have a sizable impact with that. I definitely slowed him down compared to like a super free Tinker game, but now is where we're talking about the Storm Spirits or the Nyx Assassins or the Spectres, you know, those heroes that just make the Tinker feel unplayable. Now they have to try and itemize their way towards that, and it's just so hard to do. They're thinking about a Blink Dagger for FN. That's a pretty good solution. DM's going to try a Lotus Orb as well for some reflection possibilities.
The BKB is nice, definitely. My personal favorite is just going like Blade Mail or something and making him really sad. Wouldn't mind seeing DM maybe go for that, but you can see DM, I mean, he just has to pop Stampede to get out of there. Otherwise, he's dead. There's no way you can get away from this like continued aggression.
And Masher on control.
Yeah. Oh. Careful, careful. Zai is going to run away. So Tinker had the Bloodstone queued up, but instead now, I think that's an Aether Lens coming out to him? Or is it the full Bloodstone? Where the hell is he?
He had the Ags queued up, and then he bought a Kaya, and now he just bought the Aether. And he's like, okay, I can keep delaying this Aghanim.
Matumbo Man. Gonna have to pop ulti here in just a second if he wants to survive, or he can just pop the Aegis. Okay, Nisha jumps in. Eul Scepter lift up though. FN with the BKB. Do they have enough damage to bring him down? Starting to burn through this Tinker. He hides out through the trees. Hoof Stomp for the finish. They take him down. Disarm for the moment. They will lose that Razor. Now trying to get away and buy a little bit of space. They killed one, but can they turn it? Epileptic Kid shows up onto the Troll, burning him down. All that mana is gone. And with that, he's not going to be able to cast his ulti anymore. Already used it and dead.
Damn.
3 gone.
Dave's a boss. I definitely would have just Fisher to block my Oracle and save him and like cut us both off from the Troll, but he just Fisher to stun him for a second and keep the Troll locked in instead, knowing that DM was coming with the Blink Dagger. Matu, that's quite a few deaths for Matu now, up to 3.
Big plays coming from Virtus.Pro. I will say that like some of that probably is down to Nisha TPing in like right on top of the Razor. That was kind of a freebie for Secret, giving it away to Virtus.Pro.
Also like the 10-second BKB as well.
Yeah. Bottom lane. DM. Well, he's gonna get pummeled, but won't get killed. And I boldly going for a boar. I guess he's not that afraid of the Tinker right now, apparently. Nisha, stolen rockets, save, throws it back at him. Puppy looking for the grip. They can chase forward for this if they want.
Yeah,
save, double chase, but Epileptic Kid on top of Nisha.
What?
Dude, what are you doing? Puppy now going to be also controlled, denies the DD rune, but that's a double kill for PL.
Oh no, but Razor, you got echoed.
They kill him off at least, but that's 2 back-to-back very questionable deaths from Nisha.
He's just getting a little wily here, it seems. But now he's queued up the tome. This is what you get. Puppy, you baited me into that. That tome is mine. Solid punishment, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, man. Epileptic Kid finds Yapsor. Stolen Fissure? No, got Enchant Totem off in time. But Yapsor, he's dead. So things kind of going off the rails over the past couple of minutes. I think that death isn't nearly as bad. But nonetheless, Virtus.Pro starting to find their feet in this game. And that's what they need to do. What?
I think he just got scouted. Oh, okay, they're not going to get there in time. I saw the courier was just on him. Maybe they were going to get something. But yeah, I think them playing and getting that Aegis was pretty important because that looked like a super good timing for Secret to just start playing like really aggressive and trying to just like chip away at you, right? Because if you're able to just like chip at the towers and force an initiation out of Virtus.Pro, it's going to be a lot harder for you when they're sitting there with the Aegis on Matu. Because by the time you break the Aegis, you're usually at like half HP, right? From all this vision and rockets and spam constantly. But instead, they forced the super scrappy fight. And it's on the dire side of the map, but it still went decent enough for VP.Prodigy that it then breaks the Aegis and takes away this like simple siege tactic that they have. Now they have to lean back a little bit and wait themselves for this BKB on the Troll. They're going to smoke into VP.Prodigy right now, maybe using the Hawk vision here, it looks like. kind of seeing the movement coming up from VP.Prodigy.
Yeah, and
that is the real PL going to break this smoke.
God, he's crazy. He just walks in on it and doesn't care. They have vision up here on this high ground, but there is already a Radiant Sentry Ward down. Yet to be determined if they're going to be able to kill it off in time. They should send it over. Roar there on the low ground. They find the Rubik right at the start. The big hoof stomp to turn it back around from DM, and then the Stampede to get away. Everybody else needs to retreat as they've already lost that Rubik, and control coming from YapzOr. DM, no more Stampede. He's in trouble. He's dead.
Stop saving your buddies. Do not run in there. Oracle and Razor were so far away when that started.
Yeah.
That was a good play from Zai. Just recognized that they were split up because they were pressuring that top tower. I think they were maybe waiting for Nisha and trying to gank him, but with those two heroes, they couldn't have killed him anyway, so I'm not sure. Maybe they were just trying to pressure the tower.
Oh. Ben. Scott, they see the real puppy now. And they're going to try and slow this down, and it looks like they're going to be able to do it to some extent. Burning through the mana of Matumba Man. It's really frustrating for him, and he's still pretty far away from that BKB, too, that you were talking about. They chase it? They run to Puppy. He's underneath the vision. They find him. Bash, stunned. Is he going to go down, though? Do they have the Fiend script? They don't. On the other side of it, Ein going to walk away from Zai. Puppy will die. And it looks like they get out with Zai and also Matumba Man.
Wow. Stave was almost there. With Aetherland's telekinesis, I can't believe he couldn't reach there. That was super close. But yeah, Zai just went for the backline play. They tried to bring down Ein, but they couldn't force it even between the Beastmaster and the Tinker, so forced his TP out. Now YapzOr lurking with the Echo. They gotta be careful here.
Oh, danger, danger. Ein, he's revealed. The fissure only hits onto one, but it's a big one. Stomp there onto two, trying to control Eul Scepter lift up. Epileptic Kid on top of him. YapzOr still hanging onto that Echo, waiting for his opening. Zai is gonna die to Ein. So they come in, or rather to save, they come in and get one last finish there onto Zai.
Wow.
YapzOr didn't find it.
Yeah, he was waiting for the BKB to end on the Razor, I think, because he wanted to make, like, the big play. But I thought he was going to find Save there, but Save just blinking out in time as well. Nice patience there. Just kind of poking and prodding for VP.Prodigy this side. Puppy is just in. Feels invincible with his Glimmer Cape, and I guess he's going to be correct because he gets out.
It's insane.
Man, these Hawks are just crazy. They're just everywhere. This talent is so busted. Like, he's dead, and there's still just, like, Hawks lurking around the map right now.
I really think that it's one of the ones that, like, gets overlooked. Like, 6 armor sounds good, but, like, basically double Hawk vision all the time is nutty.
It's just like pro games, too, because they're so good at playing off of the assumed vision of their opponent and, like, skirting the very edge of Fog of War. And when you manipulate that in any way, like, that's why vision heroes are so often talked about them when it comes to drafting, because they take away some of your, like, preconceived notions of how a fight should be set up, because then there's just, like, this stupid Hawk in a spot where there shouldn't be one, you know?
Yeah, it's really good, and it means that, like you're saying, it helps even more for this hero that relies upon vision like a Tinker so much. Granted, it's still a really close game, and this could go either way, but it's starting to feel like Secret are hitting their stride at least a little bit.
I know we talked about, like, the like deep wards being kind of broken now because you see all these couriers. The Hawk is, like, the exact same thing. Like, it's also just spotting these couriers, like, flying up here and back. I mean, they also have an observer ward right on FN's face, so that kind of helps too. So they're gonna know that DM is completely alone here.
Yeah.
Oh, courier too. Nice.
Oh, that's an easy pickup for him. So 30-minute mark, they will not be able to claim both outposts.
Yeah, you tried the sneaky one.
Would have been nice.
But medium-sized Roach timer here. Yep, another 30 seconds.
Looks like it's a trade-off of 3 bounty runes apiece, while Secret are going to try and claim this tier 1 tower, one of the ones that gives you that great ability to enter back into a fight with a buyback fighting for Roche.
Yeah, this seems pretty bad. I feel like Secret have this Roche for free. This looks like it's going to be very difficult to contest. Like, with all the Hawks and the threat of the Echo Slam.
They found Nisha again. He's
all
dead.
Right, well, that's...
What?
Oh, stolen rearm, too, from Save.
Oh, my God. That sounds insane.
Yeah, I think he got chain stunned. Yeah, he got telekinesis twice.
Oh, my God.
And Fade Bolted twice.
What a baller. All right.
It's hard to do this on Rubik. He actually has a lot of mana for a Rubik, though, because he has the Aether Lens, too, so he's got 1650. That's not too bad. It's a pricey ulti at 300, you know?
Yeah, but you can get a couple rounds of it out at least for the telekinesis if he doesn't use the Fade Bolt too. So we'll have to watch and wait and see. Roche is available now, and they need to take this outpost first. So Ein is going to come and take that one over while the rest of them back out. The scan did hit for a moment on the Roche pit.
Zai caught
Round.
telekinesis.
Round 2, they got the lift again. They pull him back down, and he is dead. And now Stampede running in. DM, y'all are crazy. They find Puppey. Punches are coming. It's just him and the Oracle. But now Epileptic Kid shows up. They buy back on Zai, wanting to get into this fight. Puppey gonna nightmare himself to try and stay alive. But the illusions are on him, slowly and steadily trying to burn him down. It does look like he's gonna be able to make the escape. Possibly, yes. He lives.
And they're gonna all escape now from VP.Prodigy too. So this buyback not paying anything for Zai. And now if they can pick him off, that Roche fight will be suddenly going from like very nice and kind of easy for Secret to extremely difficult without the vision. Like the Hawks just makes such a huge difference in the damage output that you're going to get out of this Beastmaster. And they're starting to set up with a lot of Sentry Wards around here too. And that's a nice thing about the Oracle as well. With the 360 damage and the Purifying Flames, you can just like nuke down these Hawks pretty fast.
Yeah, if they can spot him at least, it's really good. But Secret, they run right into Roche themselves. They want to try and get this Aegis and sneak it. Are they going to get this for free? It feels like they have an idea. Yeah, throwing one illusion in, but it's going down really quickly. There's the Nightmare. You got to get in there, guys.
Yeah,
Man. He's taking a jump in, hook stomp though. BKB comes out from a Tumble Man. They have the Aghanim Scepter. Epileptic Kid tries to get it, but there's going to be the Fiend's Grip. Aegis still on the ground. Nobody picked it up. Get the Aegis, somebody, anybody, pick up the freaking Aegis.
Matu got it.
Matu picks it up in the end. They managed to take down DM. Puppey still barely alive, and Nisha coming in for round 2. Echo Slam lands onto all of them. VPP are all going to get dropped with no more BKBs. They outlasted them. Secret, 6 stuff.
Oh, that's not how you like to see it happen. Excellent play by Secret to sneak that one out there and just force a bad fight out of VP.Prodigy. They weren't prepped. They didn't have everyone there. The Rays are not instantly able to just like get in there with the BKB. You're really gonna hurt them. And same thing with Epic Kids too. It's like, oh man, it can be so different if he gets that Aegis too.
I can't believe that Puppey was able to find the right PL in the midst of all of that. That was crazy.
Got pretty wild there.
Yeah, with all the illusions, trying to run into it, but it didn't work out. And now a 4,000 gold lead, and all of a sudden Secret knocking on the front doors, and now they got the Aegis. They've got Tinker behind him. I don't know how you hold this at this point. Like, the biggest deterrent is going to be that tier 2 tower mid, which won't be there for too long, I don't think. Secret gonna play it a little bit more safe, send Puppey back to take down this outpost first.
Yeah, so fresh ward just gets killed by the creep wave.
Oof.
That's annoying. Oh man. Excellent play from Secret now. In terms of like their next game plan, they just kind of hold. Like they just keep the same thing going. Play off their Tinker, because you know VP.Prodigy is going to be looking to pick off Tinker now.
Right.
They're starting to work on this the Shiva's Guard for FN. That's going to be the hunting item for the Tinker. Picking off Zai would be another good way to go about this as well, because they know that he doesn't have buyback. That could still give them an avenue to take a Rax potentially.
Okay.
Because they've gone for this Aghanim Scepter on FN, which is somewhat risky. Because I don't want to fight the troll Aegis, that's for sure.
I just like the triple blink dagger away. Sorry.
Yeah. Now the Ags is like it's really good for the potential of actually getting high ground, because I mean you're against a Tinker. Like it's so impossible to high ground, right? Because you don't have any way to right click when he just constantly keeps like zapping you, and you can't pressure and everything. So having the passive damage, or well, I guess the active damage of the Eye of the Storm is really going to help.
Yeah. I was just realizing that it's 4 blink daggers in PL that they've got. So like if they do find somebody like this on Matumba Man, they've got an opening to close on him if they want, but DM might have bitten off more than he can chew. The control is there. Lotus Orb on him for the moment, but Puppey still has it if they want to use the Fiend's Grip. Save coming for the False Promise. He wasn't in range. So DM will be able to make his escape. Roar stolen again for Rubik.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that's another thing is that he's constantly spamming up these hawks and boars. He's just like maybe narrowly missing out on covering it every time because the cooldown's just not there when he wants to roar.
Right. Well, another push is coming through now, and this time VPP need to find a way to stop the pressure of Matumba Man up front and center, and then the Tinker behind him. Still a minute and a half left on this Aegis. It is so hard to stop this. They got the Fiend's Grip and the Roar. Roll stolen, strolling back over onto Troll Warlord. And now he's took Fiend's Grip too. Double ulti, double the fun. Save. Ready to grip Matumba Man in a second here. I don't know if they know this yet.
Yeah, but the Aegis is still a minute left.
Just gotta be careful about overextending on a Matumba Man and then getting punished afterwards. And they're trying to burn through it before they have to commit the Fiend's Grip. Save on the other side, looking for an opening here. He does have the grip if he wants on him, but there's the Pistol Blade. They got him caught. The jump in, save, going to be saved, but I the game. He found Nisha. Tinker gonna pop his BKB and the Glimmer Cape. They're trying to keep him alive. Echo onto nothing. They bring down Matumba Man. Save still alive, has already used the Fiend's Grip one time. So they bought enough space to take down that Aegis. Tier 3 tower is down. Continued control. Matumba Man beating into this melee Rax, and they just don't feel like they have enough in the tank. DM stun comes out, trying to bring him down. Glimmer Cape, can they do it? Trying to find it. It's not quite there. And Secret are going to back out now.
They have Stampede.
Well,
that's got to be tempting right now if you're VP.Prodigy.
It's so hard. But still, 7,000 gold lead for Secret after they take down the tier 3, but they're going to show patience and back out.
And now we move on to another round of neutral items. Is there anything here that can help us hunt a Tinker? Or even just, like, what are our big items this time? Oh, the old Spell Prism. That's a good one. Some of these cooldowns.
Maybe you get really lucky with Flicker. Just like really, really lucky. You find the Tinker. Yeah.
That would be quite the Flicker.
Yeah.
Man, they committed a ton of vision down here for that team fight. Probably because they were just blasting all the Hawks down with the Purifying Flames and the Sentries.
And this ward just outside of the vision right now. So
Zai got the Spell Prism too.
Oh god.
Man, look how good Fated Broach is, guys. Like he still has it on Nisha because of how important his mana pool just is.
Huh. That blows my mind.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it makes sense though, because like the way the Tinker plays, what else does he need? He just needs mana for spamming these spells.
Maybe like status resistance, but that's way better on the Troll, the Titan Sliver. Yeah, there isn't really that much else that, I mean, at least with these items, it feels like it'd be worth it. So, 40-minute mark coming up soon. Secret holding both of those outposts. Epileptic Kid, he is level 23. His 25 might make a difference in this game.
Oh, it definitely does in like every game. I mean, I actually don't know what he'll go for. I would be curious if he went for the damage.
Really? Why do you like the damage?
Because of the Tinker, right? Like if he has the Aghanims. I don't know. And that's what I mean. Like I could definitely see him just going for the PL illusions because the PL illusions are completely busted and they're good. But we've had like PLs that prefer the damage before, and I don't know if that makes a big enough difference when it comes to this like constant clear between the two heroes. There's the Abyssal though.
They got him controlled. Fissure comes out as well, able to interrupt that one. FN is in a world of danger, world of hurt. Yule Scepters is trying to stay alive. Epileptic Kid finds Nisha yet again, trying to control, trying to kill, but they can't quite get it. So they had to buy back on that Rubik, seeing if they can bring down the Troll. Nightmare saved for the moment, but he is going to die. That false promise making all the difference in the world as they traded off their lives. DM will go down. Nisha low on mana, but he manages to live.
Well, that is a Razor with no buyback, though. Didn't have the gold for it. Although the bounty runes are up, if they can grab some, they'd be able to get it for him as they chase down after Yasuo, who will be getting out of here and probably going to clean up both these bottom bounty runes too. It looks like that's going to be a 4-0, as well as all the outposts in Secret's favor. So the rich getting quite a bit richer in both gold and XP at the moment.
Yeah, that's what they needed, definitely. Shadowblade picked up for YapzOr now too, so they're getting into this next tier of items. Has the echo damage. That last echo slam from him didn't look amazing, but this one is going to do a lot more. And if he finds like any opening onto these heroes, Tinker showing up immediately afterwards is just going to destroy. Dude, they got him caught. All right. Steals himself a nice little enchant totem and then backs away.
That sentry in the trees was like barely saving, saved there.
Razor back up in 24 seconds. Ooh, Aether Lens picked up for Puppy. Ein? Hello.
So okay, guys, I have buyback. That's the classic. I just really needed that one ward down.
Right? Exactly. Immediately dewarded.
Meanwhile, there's another observer right here in front of their base. Another one in their base. This guy's going out to the cliffs.
Oh, it's a tough one. So, still trying to buy time for that PL level 25. As far as Secret are concerned, they still are like a terrifying just blob of death. They took the 80 laser damage instead of the heat-seeking missile stun. I'm a little surprised by that, Benicia. I guess there's so many PL
the illusions. Yeah. I think it's just all about that spam. I mean, his illusions aren't that tanky either, though.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have like a heart or anything. And yeah, he's going for the big one. I like this. I wholeheartedly approve of Rapier Dota.
Okay.
Buy Rapier, get next Roche. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen because Roche is free right now for Secret, and it's the Aghanims. Yapsor, Matu. Come on, Yapsor, get it. Yeah, let's go.
He's taking it. Who else? Top lane. DM found. Is he gonna get killed off? No, gets the TP out of there.
He was roaring.
Interesting.
I guess he just didn't get quite in range in time.
Yeah. Our VPP still don't have their neutral items yet. I guess they haven't really gotten out on the map. They picked up a Prince's Knife now. Ooh, Minotaur Horn is nice. That's great for PL. If that's what you want.
All of them in their base? No one wants like the Princess Knife or something? I feel like they've had the Princess Knife for a while.
Yeah. So how do these fights need to go for VPP? Like, normally I'd say like find the Tinker, but we've even seen that sometimes that isn't working out. Like, is that pretty much the name of the game? Just try and burst him down?
Well, do we have any... I guess they don't know anything about buybacks at this point. I mean, I feel like buybacks would be the only thing you really could target. You definitely can't just go all in on Matu unless you feel like you can drain him and then ignore him. That's like the best case scenario, it feels like, at this point.
Yeah.
It's just incredibly difficult. Some sort of a backstab play where you grab a support or two to kick things off, but yeah. It feels like you just need that crazy option, right? You need like the Rapier on PL. That's like the only way you can win these fights. Yeah. So he's just not even home right now.
He's trying to finish it off. He's what, 500 gold away from getting it.
Oh yeah, he's going.
It's an all-in play. You got to make it at this point in time in the game. And he's going to get his 25 off of this too. So 25 and the Rapier done. This could be a big moment for them if they can make the play. Picks up a Spell Prism also, sends it off the other direction. Gonna send those illusions out, clearing through the last little bit of these creeps.
Oh my god, he's doing the math. He's like, I just need 200 gold, come on.
Oh, it's right there. And would love to get his 25 too. So he gets 25, gets the Rapier, and they still haven't pushed this tier 3 tower all the way down yet on Secret.
And he didn't assemble it. Smart boy.
Okay. How does it look? Chasing, looking. They take down that tier 3, have not decided to go all in for these racks yet.
And he's got the doppelganger. He took a second. He's like, all right, I definitely like the idea of the survivability.
Razor just lost. I guess that was just the Mystic Staff. He didn't have the Shiva's Guard done anyways. It was 650 gold away. But 3.5 minutes, it's going to be on the sidelines.
Levophobia. Does that mean he's afraid of being telekinesis?
Probably.
Or is he afraid of buying Lenovo's? I don't even know.
Whatever he is, he's not afraid of alt-tabbing or alt-clicking on things. All right, we got the 20-second cooldown on Stampede, and it feels like they've kind of hit a point where they can hold out. Still haven't assembled that Rapier. Wait.
He's hiding it?
What?
Where is it?
Did it?
Where's his courier?
Wait a minute. His courier's back here at base. What happened to it? Where? He had enough gold for it, surely, right?
Did he sell it?
Oh,
No.
I hope not. I really hope he didn't misclick on disassemble or unclick the thing. You know, the right
click. He had it locked, right?
Yeah, but if he went to unlock, because he had the relic. Did he have the relic locked?
Yeah, he had the relic.
And he might have accidentally, when he went to unlock it, sold it. Is that a possibility?
I don't know. That seems so unlikely, but I don't have another explanation. I can't find it hidden anywhere.
I think he accidentally sold his Rapier.
Oh, wow. Here I was calling him a smart guy for the lock play.
Oh my god. If that happens. Because there's no other reason to queue up another one. It's definitely not on his courier. Jump in, hoof stomp onto the troll, trying to control. If nothing else, they need to hold this out as long as possible so he can finish off this relic. Because right now he does not have it. Oh, they'll take off the sleep of DM. Man. Whatever the case, he does not have a rapier right now, and he sold it.
No rapier.
Oh, God. Oh, the misclick. The most big of misclicks. Oh, Troll trying to run away. He's rooted. They don't care. They don't need to worry about anything now. BKB, he's just going to walk forward, punch this guy down, take it out. Aegis, it's about to expire in 17 seconds. Now would be the perfect time to try and take the fight. But it is not going to be enough. Oof. Oh.
It's all right. He's got it now, guys. He's got the gold.
Wow. Well, he has buyback.
The game's like so impossible anyway.
Yeah, they got to go out as 5.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
nice
gonna...
ward up on the high ground.
And then the jump away. Zai
Clear
gets out of there.
Dave.
Try and get in there. All right, don't lock it this time. They got it. Rapier's online.
Oh, they grip the illusion.
Okay. There's a win. Oh, save. Gets roared. He's dead. God. Unbelievable. Well, 29,000 gold lead now, and Virtus.Pro-Prodigy needing to find a way to win this game. I don't know where it's at. I mean, I guess this Rapier 25 is the biggest thing that they can do. He does have that Doppelganger cooldown.
I mean, in the end, it just came down to, like, you know, Sticker played a very good game. I mean, VP.Prodigy didn't play like a horrible game, but at some point, you just don't have Tinker counters. And
true enough.
He's just there, you know?
Well, sleep on sleep action. They're controlling Real Epileptic Kid. Back away by Yapzor. Trying to live.
Whenever you have these like free Storm games or free Tinker games, the surest sign of how free the game was is when they feed like 3 or 4 times for no reason, and they still just look unstoppable. And that's exactly what Nisha did this game. Like, you dove too aggressive a couple times, and there was just no punishment from VP.Prodigy because they don't have a way to actually, like, if he plays reserved and like perfect with the hero, you know, like just like a little bit laid back, it just feels so difficult for them to play some Dota.
Right. Yeah, and that's basically all that they needed to do. And now we're at this situation that we kind of knew we would find ourselves in, where BPP stuck in their base, every lane's going to be pushed out, and Secret's like net worth and experience is just going to balloon up. We are close to that 50-minute mark, so one more round of shrines and bounty runes. Is there anybody that's close to another level 25 or anything like that? Razor got his, so the Eye of the Storm passive damage went up quite significantly. Smoke up immediately.
Almost.
It's pretty hype. Who do they find? Zai? Yeah, and he's gonna go down. Control. It still just takes so long for them to kill off Zai. Nightmare, save for the second. Force staff again to the low ground. Zigzags his way to death as Matuma Man gonna be able to control and kill off Ein. Now FN in a ton of trouble. Nisha dead? Control dash? No, but the cheese comes out in time. And then Yapzor stalking, ready to jump. Echo Slam onto that PL. Fissure for the secondary stun. All the control in that world. And is he going to be able to get away from there? FN trying to buy a little bit more space for his carry. False promise at the last second. Now he's going to jump on Anisha. Trying to bring him down. Bash, Abyssal Blade control. No, but the Fissure jumps in at the last second. Yapzor saving yet another life, as they will bring down the PL. Rapier on deck, and GG is called.
Tried to hide it in the pit, you know? Maybe they won't know where the Rapier went. Team Secret. Excellent game for them. Great draft. Fantastic final pick in the Tinker. You got to appreciate when teams are able to pull